Okay, hello. This is Evangelist Dr. Robert L. McKim Sr. from Carroll, Ohio. Also, as you know, the president and founder of the Community Awareness, Emergency Response, Security Radio Patrol Organization. I'm here with Paige.
Yes.
She is the
I'm the Community Outreach Specialist.
For the
CCH Environmental Group.
And which is long version of it, so they'll know.
Carroll, Columbiana, and Harrison County. We're the solid waste district, or the recycling is also better known as.
Yeah, recycling. And that's why I'm here. I wanted to let you people in on really what goes on with recycling in our area. And one of the questions I want to ask you, how does recycling work in Carroll County for residents outside of the village limits of Carrollton?
That's a very good question. We actually have several locations outside of the village that is set up for anybody residential use. They're blue bins, very noticeable. We have signage on them that goes and tells you what can be accepted and what cannot be accepted, and several locations. So
yeah, I've seen the one in going down the road in Delroy, and I think there's a one down there in Sherrdsville.
Yes.
And there's been, man, a lot of garbage there too, dumped. I'm like, why don't people take a lot of the metal stuff that they dump there up here to get money out of it?
Well, the different with Sherrdsville is they actually have a scrap metal drive down there for the Lions Club, and that's why you see a lot of metal down there.
Okay.
Yes.
I was wondering about that. Okay, good thing I asked you that, so now I know. So that's basically like a fundraiser for the Lions Club. Okay.
Yep.
All right, and then, well, you know, as I asked you, was talking to you on the phone, why does most landfills take recyclable materials, but yet I've noticed it all basically still goes in with the regular trash?
We don't go and deal with any of the trash aspect of it. We're just all recyclables. So whatever is put into our dumpsters, our bins, is what we take. I cannot speak for the other people because I don't know what they do with it. But I do know that some facilities are set up to accept both recyclables and non-recyclables.
Yeah. Or with Kimball, for instance, I asked them about for instance, the medical waste stuff, like the needles and the lancets and other things that I deal with on a daily basis. They just said, put them in a jug, tighten it up, and put it in with the regular trash.
Yep, that's all we can do. Yep.
So I recently personally bought some special trash bags that you would see at the doctor's office.
Oh, okay.
The red ones that says biohazard, so that they'll know that maybe there's something in there that they need to watch out for, but still probably end up in the regular trash.
Yes, unfortunately they cannot be recycled. So.
Yeah. There's been some TV shows I noticed in the past. I don't know if you ever watched that Mike Rowe when he did his Dirty Jobs.
Oh, nice, yes.
Yeah, and he showed this facility where they took stuff like that and burned it in some kind of
an incinerator.
Incinerator, yeah. But they don't do that around here, do they?
No, not with us. We don't go and do any of that. So.
Well, maybe somewhere else, but around here it's very slim pickings when it comes right down to what you can do and what you can't do with a lot of things. Okay, what is their, what is the aspect for recycling, what items can you recycle? I showed them what and done at the dumpster is what it says. But I know there's a lot of people like to put trash in there too.
Yeah, a lot of people do like to put trash because sometimes they feel that it is more of a trash can instead of a recycling bin. And we're trying to go and prevent that by going and reaching out to the communities and talking to the communities and explaining why they cannot go and put their trash in there. And a lot of people don't realize that they can't, everything is not recyclable. And that's another reason why we're going out into the communities and reaching out and talking to them on what is and what is not.
Yeah, and I mostly save a lot of my plastic containers and wash them out, and try to get a bunch of them, enough to in a garbage sack to bring, and also I try to save what cardboard that's not dirty, and that's basically I got from something that I didn't need no more. Like I get a lot of medical supplies, and I'll save that cardboard, and then bring it when I get a bunch of it. I don't want to make a special trip.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I try to do cardboard, the newspaper, like that free paper, and the other odds and end papers I get in the mail.
Okay.
Paper sacks, things of that nature. There's a lot of things that I try to personally repurpose myself, but there's a lot of things I don't need, and I try to save it up and then bring it all at once to,
We have a lot of people that do that go and that just save everything. That way they don't have to make multiple trips every week. And they just go and they stick them in plastic containers, or they'll bring them in boxes or bags, and they'll dump them into our containers, and that way they don't have to go and worry about it on a daily basis. But yeah, we have a lot of that.
Like with Kimball in the village limits, they have the lighter green containers for their recyclables, where they're picked up once a week. And but everybody is fortunate to do that. Then a lot of people think when I save or repurpose something, I'm hoarding.
Oh.
So, what would your thoughts be about, saving things like that, but yet, somebody thinks you're hoarding?
Oh, if you do it correctly, you won't be a hoarder.
Yeah.
That is a whole nother situation
Yeah.
that's involved. And I don't have an issue with people going and taking and saving up in bulk, because it does save on their fuel.
Yeah.
It does save on their time to go and bring that and drop it off.
Yeah.
Not everyone goes and has the accessibility of it, just putting it right outside their door and then having someone pick it up. So it's important to do whatever you can do and how you can do it. It works best for you.
And that's what I'm trying to get across, what works best for the individual, what works best for me or whoever is doing the recycling. If you don't need to make a special trip, you don't have to. Just do it
at your own leisure.
Yeah.
Our boxes are 24 hours, 7 days a week.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you can do to make? For instance, we've talked about putting the needles into soap containers or some other kind of container. But what about other kind of medical waste? For instance, we have CPAP, so we have to throw away all that unwanted CPAP supplies.
Yeah. Unfortunately, medical waste gets situated into a whole other thing, because it does come from humans that is not really recyclable. Needles are not recyclable. CPAP stuff is not recyclable. So the best way to go would be contacting either your pharmacist to go and talk to them. Maybe they can take back your needles. Sometimes they do go and do that. And then also going and talking to maybe your doctor or in hospital, and actually going to that site and saying, hey, I have this extra stuff, what can I do with it? And they should have more answers.
Which I have, and nobody seems to They just tell me just throw it away.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
seal it up best you can and throw it away.
Mm-hmm.
The hospital in Dover, they used to, I guess, at one point in time, but they stopped that for the general public, I was told. And I even asked the pharmacy where I deal at, and again, you can buy the plastic special things to put your needles in, but there again, you got to throw them away.
Yep. That's unfortunate. It's unfortunate what we have to throw away, but
Yeah, instead of where other places are more fortunate to do things, we're not that fortunate to be able to do what they can do. Is there anything else that you can shed some light on so that my viewers, will know more about how, the recycling is done in our area?
it's different from area to area. We cover the 3 counties, Carroll, Columbiana, and Harrison. Excuse me. And we might be different from what our surrounding counties are on what we accept. Some facilities have their own transfer stations where they can accept the actual household hazardous wastes and cardboards and stuff like that and electronics all in one place, and you can go and drop them off. Whereas we cannot go and do that as easy as they can. We do accept electronics by appointment only. We do go and have annual events for the household hazardous waste and tires and things like that and scrap metal. But we can only hold them for so long because it does take time, it does take manpower to get that all set up together. But it will vary from county to county in Ohio. Unfortunately, it's not straight across the board. And it is nice to a point that we can go and adjust ourselves to what our counties need, because not all counties are the same population, not everybody's the same density and things like that. So it's good to be able to go and make it a little bit more your own and not have to follow a certain...
Yeah. I know, I think it was a Stark County area. It was in the paper recently where I guess they were saying maybe people's not washing stuff and they want clean stuff.
Yes, yes, it's important to wash out your stuff. It cuts back on the contamination. It cuts back on the vermin that comes in. If there's a recycling bin that's full of food or has food waste in there, that's going to cause the mice to come in. That's going to cause the rats to come in, and they'll get in there and they'll just tear everything up. And we don't want that. We don't want to go and have to worry about rats nesting in our boxes.
One other thing I didn't write down, I forgot, I was wanting to mention, to ask too, is do you have, does everything go to like a sorting facility and things
It does.
sorted?
We actually take ours up to Ohio Valley, and they go and they accept it. We just give it to them, and they'll actually sort it out for us. And then we'll just come back, and we actually have to pay to take it up there. So it's not like a free given for us. So we pay by the tonnage, and it goes from there. And they'll go and they'll sort out the plastic, the cardboard, and the glass, and things like that. And
hopefully it's used for something good.
Yeah. Yeah, well, cardboard will get turned back into cardboard products or other paper products. The plastics, if they are recyclable plastics, they'll get turned back into other bottles, laundry detergent bottles, drinking water bottles, things like that. So yeah, it definitely, they put it to good use.
At least, supposed to be. There's been a lot of controversy here about plastic bags.
Yes.
I know Walmart, a lot of stores take the plastic bags, and I know if they're good, if they're still like usable, I know Walmart has been reusing those bags at the registers.
Oh, see, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But I do know that they will accept the bags back. And most of the time, we do not like the bags in our containers, because whenever we do take them up to the facility, they have a conveyor belt that all the stuff goes on to be sorted out. And the bags actually wrap around the conveyor belt and causes it to break down. Yeah. And then they can't go and keep working. So we ask that all plastic bags are removed before putting your recyclables in the container.
That was a good note there too. That the plastic bags do cause things to break down.
Yes.
And but they do help with putting trash in the smaller trash containers.
Mm-hmm.
And because the regular bags that you can buy don't tie up very good.
Exactly. You can reuse them.
Yeah.
If you do go and take them to the site, just dump them out
Yeah.
and then take them back
Yeah.
home and reuse them again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't really, I put them in a bigger bag myself and then, bring everything in a bigger bag. And the smaller bags I repurpose when they're good to repurpose in the trash cans.
Yes.
The
Mm-hmm.
smaller trash cans that I have at home. And other than that, is there anything else you might want to say to my...
Just go, and if you don't think it's recyclable, throw it away. Unfortunately, there are, like I said, plastics that we can accept and cannot. We cannot accept the toys, plastic toys. We can only accept plastic bottles and jugs, preferably. So if you have like a laundry detergent bottle, or if you have a cleaning bottle, you can go and stick those in. If water bottles, pop bottles, things like that. So stick those in, but don't stick your little kids' toys in, your car seats. Those are not recyclable.
Yeah.
So think before you throw it in.
Yeah, you gotta use wisdom.
Yes.
A lot of people don't use much wisdom at all.
Yeah.
Not even on the internet.
And if anybody does have any questions, feel free to contact us.
Yeah.
We're here 5 days a week, and our phone number is 330-627-7311, and there'll be someone here to go and answer your call.
Thank you for your time and your information.
Thank you very much.
That'll be it for now. Thanks. God bless you.